Hi fellow landlords. Inventories. What the heck are they and why do you have to pay for them? It's one of the most raised questions that we face as agents every day, and I can let you into a little secret. I don't even do my own inventories on my own properties. So let's clarify first of all what exactly inventories are. Loads of landlords get a little bit confused on the inventory side of things because they think that inventory means that how many cupboard doors you've got on the property, how many carpets you've got on the property, cups, mugs, glasses, etc. It's nothing to do with that actually. An inventory is a fully detailed report on the condition of the property, where marks are, where wear and tear is, where carpets damage is, where wall damage is, if there's been something left, if there hasn't been something left, if something applies to the fitness for human habitation order, if something doesn't apply to the fitness for human habitation order, if it applies to the Furniture and Fire Regulations Act, if something doesn't apply to the Furniture and Fire Regulations Act, if there's enough smoke detectors, if there's Legionnaires' disease, if there's been a CO alarm fitted, etc. That is all details on your inventory, and that is your lifesaver. It is your lifesaver if you need to prove that you have working smoke alarms and CO alarms fitted into the property prior to tenancy. Should you ever end up in a situation where a tenant may end up in a fire, you need to prove that. And that's why we also must actually record them on midterm inspections as well, make sure they're detailed correctly and processed correctly. 2, when it comes to checkout, if you do not have a detailed third-party inventory, you will not be able to claim for any damage. Now this may be fine because in a 20-year-old property, for example, that hasn't had anything done on it, so you've got 20-year-old carpets in there, for example, may not be an issue because under the TDS you're only allowed to allow for 10 years anyway for a carpet, and therefore you can't claim any expenses against the tenant if it's over 20 years old. However, if you have a property that you've got carpets in there that are 2 or 3 years old, or you have a property that's just freshly refurbished, freshly painted, new kitchen installed, new bathroom installed, anything like that, you want that property to come back in that same condition. And if it doesn't come back in that condition, you want to be compensated for the condition of that property. Now, if you go to the DPS, TDS, My Deposit, whoever you use as a deposit protection scheme, and you say to them, "Hi sir, I'd like to reclaim this off my deposit. Do you have any photographic evidence that the property did not have this damage prior to check-in?" No, I don't. Do you have any evidence to prove that the tenant has caused this damage? No, I don't. Have you got any evidence to prove when the tenant caused this damage or how they caused this damage? No, I don't. Bye-bye deposit. No refund. If you go to them and you have a third-party inventory clerk that has done a full and detailed inventory, that is compliant by us and that has been checked by us, not just any Tom, Dick and Harry, because remember you need somebody that needs to know what kind of carpet it is, whether it's wool, whether it's synthetic, you need to know whether it's an Aga cooker, whether it's a gas cooker, whether it's a mains cooker. You need somebody that knows about properties and their setup. So for that privilege and those 60-page reports, believe it or not, they are about 60 pages, detailed inventories, you have to pay for that. However, that will save you dividends when it comes to checkout process, because when you go to claim, you can go, "Hi Mr. TDS, Mr. DPS, Mr. My Deposits, do you have a full detailed inventory report that the tenant signed on check-in proving there was no damage prior to check-in?" "Yes." "Here you go sir, there it is." "Great. Do you have a detailed report of when the damage was caused?" "Yes, here's my midterm inspection and I can see it noted here and we raised it with the tenant." "Great. Do you have a detailed checkout report that's signed by the tenant showing the damage and where the damage occurred, how big the damage is, the width, the depth, the criteria of the damage, etc. and a detailed report on the cost to repair the property?" "Yes, I do sir. Here we go." "Okay, we will award you the X, Y and Z." That is why inventories are so important. They are not about what is in the property, they are about the condition of the property. Now if you have a really old and dilapidated property, you may not be bothered by this. If you have a new property or a fairly new property, then they're absolutely crucial to ensuring that you get your property back in a good condition, and if you don't get it back in the condition that you rented it in, excluding general wear and tear, and you have to have a bit of lenience on this and common sense. We are, remember, looking at this as a business sense, your rental property, not as a personal sense. That is where you can then reclaim your deposit and protect your property to make sure you can repair the damage at the tenant's cost. So inventories are absolutely crucial. Do not scrimp on your inventory. I will never use myself to do an inventory on my own properties. I will always pay for a third party. Even though I have the software to do it and I can do it myself, I will not do it because I will not risk my property and damage and not being able to get that refund for the sake of £100 or £150. It's not worth it. Don't mess around with it. Make sure you get your inventories. Check out more videos for more hints and tips. See you later. Bye.